That's usually the Portuguese way.
Portuguese technology today.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Chen. Guess where I am? Who I'm with?
I'm with Rui Coelho, CEO of BoneEasy. Pleased to meet you.
And we are in Portugal.
Portugal,
I just dropped in. So thank you for the coffee and lunch
thank you.
today. I just dropped in BoneEasy, which is a company I know for many years now, ever since
Yes.
2018, I think. And I always see your social media posts and um, see the beautiful pictures you put out. So why don't you tell us a little bit about BoneEasy and what do you guys do? Show us some
Okay.
amazing products here.
Okay, BoneEasy it's dedicated to maxillofacial area.
Hmm.
That's my background. I came from maxillofacial. So for long time, and we started with two products. One is dedicated to bone regeneration, which are meshes, customized meshes for making tents for bone regeneration, and the other one it's implants that we call it
You
patient
go
match
put it
implants.
closer.
You can see it here,
Yeah, I'll
which
hold it
is
closer.
designed
Yeah.
for very big atrophies, maxillary atrophies. So this design has evolved for a long time, and we now sell for 42 countries. Very soon in the United States also. Um,
42 countries and not in the United States.
Not yet, because regulation in the United States for the Americans, it's very strictly. So it
Yeah.
is very important, and really I appreciate for that. I really appreciate for that. But
Yeah.
we are complying with 510K, and I expect till the end of the year it will be available in the United States.
I look forward to it. And I have to say, this is the first implant, 3D printing implant factory I have ever visited.
Yeah, today you have the chance to see metal printing that
And
you
I
have
hold it in my
already.
hand,
Yeah, you
those
will.
implants that I see a lot of pictures, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
never really actually look up
yeah.
close and see what that is like. Okay, we have a couple other things
Yeah,
here.
yeah, because we do not only do that, but we do custom minimized orthognatics, which is really amazing. It's going to change everything. So
Yeah, let's go
this is
closer.
the guides, okay?
Yeah.
And these guides, they allow you to do very small openings, meaning that our patients can get out from the other day or even the same day from the hospital.
Yeah.
And after we do the cuts, we also do these customized plates, and these customized plates have already they have already for because they have the shape they have. They already put the in place that we have planned the maxilla, mandible, or the chin. So very very thorough, very very accurate process for making this type of surgery.
And this is for trauma, usually.
No, this is for people who need orthognatics, meaning
Okay.
they have the maxilla and the
Chin
mandible,
advancement.
yeah, chin
Yeah.
advancement or maxilla or whatever. So usually in the past, it is not that predictable, the results.
Hmm.
Nowadays, everything is digital, but even so, passing from digital to the surgery sometimes is not that easy. Also, we can do lots of guides, we can do lots of individualized devices, but then we need to do it the less invasive possible. That means fast healing for the patients.
Yeah.
That mean much more success on the process.
Hmm. And you have to use 3D printing? I mean, what's the.
Sure. For
Yeah.
example,
Okay.
you cannot do this
Okay, yeah,
geometry.
let's go down to so this little arch here, right?
Yeah,
This part.
and these arch, these meshes, you cannot do it any other way
Hmm.
by being printed because the geometry is too complex. So it's a kind of you can achieve geometries that you never achieved before. Of course,
Yeah.
that also these ones. Um, this allows if you use, for example,
Closer.
standard
Yeah.
plates,
Okay.
you cannot put the angle of these screws to the out. So
I see.
usually when you have to put these plates
Yeah.
with 3D printed, you can do the angle
Right.
for screwing the screws to the mouse, to the
Yeah.
opening of the mouse. Otherwise, you have to do it through the skin.
Yeah.
Okay, so and that's the problem. So that's good things that 3D printing has brought us.
So what is so you wrote a blog for us a while back. It's actually very popular. One of the most popular blogs on our blog,
Mhm.
talking about MDR changes, the regulation for 3D printed medical devices. And this was, I think it's like 2020 or sometime
Probably.
2019. Around that time you
I
wrote
think
it.
it was before COVID. I think
Yeah, I think it
it
is
was
before the
right
COVID.
before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
now it's been a couple years now.
and how do I see it?
Yeah, how
Okay.
do you think?
Well, I see MDR, it's fundamental. In reality, everyone is to look at MDR not as a problem, but as patient safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have to accomplish with the high standards of quality, and we cannot look at custom as a way to get out of control of regulation. Okay, we have to see it as a way of doing increase our quality and to increase patient safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's true, it's a little bit difficult to achieve these results with new MDR. It changes a lot. No one likes to change their habits, but in reality, it's something that after we all do, we'll see that the world will be a better place.
Yeah, I definitely heard a lot of complaints when MDR comes out. But now I think more and more I'm hearing about people how to try to work it through to solve whatever logistic difficulties they have, from documentation to
Sure.
streamlining the process. You can save time. People are actually learning how to be more efficient
Yeah,
with the process.
it's just you need people resist to changes. No, it's no one likes to. I had the habit. I have the habit to do it like this way. Now I have to change everything. But after you do it, it's much better for everyone.
Yeah. And then the other thing I learned, I had a tour before this interview, and I learned a lot from just looking at things and how you experience these different machines and tools that you have. Now, without naming names,
Yeah.
what do you hope that you could get in the future in terms of the next generation of software, the next generation of hardware, or even um, intelligent labor, people who can work on these things? Like, what are your hope as you're very core of this industry, which is small
Sure.
business, but you're really at the end of this process of really creating new products, selling directly to clinics, patients. What are your
Yeah.
hopes for this
Well,
industry?
right away we have amazing things, which is machine learning. We are trying to develop machine learning. We have our own softwares.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, we
news.
have
That's news, guys.
we have tailor implant that nowadays allows people to validate the devices over the CT scan. Uh, we also have a platform where people can follow tracking and also ask for changes and everything gets registered.
Hmm.
Where we are working on machine learning, it's to get where is the habit of to try to get designs for machine learning, meaning if we do so many designs on the same way, if we follow certain parts of anatomy, we expect the machine to do it immediately, and
Hmm.
then we just have a human validation. Okay, that's where we should go. Also, according to using either chatbots or whatever, every time doctors are intervention on the platform of ordering and tracking and asking for changes, we expect to every time to have for them to have a speak with machine. Okay, trying to have suggestions
Like
if
a chatbot.
yeah, a
Yeah.
chatbot. Yeah,
Hmm.
they can. Every time they ask they ask for a change, some chatbot can use previous experience to tell them, okay, there is this risk. Do you want to go ahead? It's always to be a human decision.
Mm-hmm.
But chatbots are very good for this.
Yeah.
This is the first part. The second part is that we have to reduce the impact of having metals or plastics or whatever on direct contact with the body. So I expect that we very in a very near time we can get a cellular baking over the devices, meaning getting cells from the person, making a baking of the device, having already a layer of cells of the own person to get the device to be less, to get less inflammation, to be more fastly accepted by the body.
Is that something that's like actually happening, or that's just some
Well, we
wishful
do. We
thinking?
have bioprinting everywhere nowadays. No,
Yeah.
we have printing of cells. I don't think we are near to print organs or whatever, but we can uh, start using cells from an individual. We can start to um, put it like in our case like osteoblasts, okay, and we can cover the surface with osteoblasts from the individual. So this will increase a lot the acceptance and diminish the inflammation of this type of surgery. So something that we it's technology that exists, we just needed to go from something that is hybrid until we get total bioprinting of only cells.
Total bioprinting will be probably challenging for large piece of bone. Although we do
Sure.
have a webinar coming up talking about bioprinting bone in
Yeah.
a couple of weeks, so that could be interesting to talk about. Um, well, now what about like uh, other biomaterials? Let's say PEEK or ceramics. Like, do you
Yeah.
consider that could be potential for
Yeah.
CMF
Yeah. It is.
implants?
Yeah. It is. Peak. It's a certain. Everyone is using peak right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Ceramics has some advantage. Ceramics have a surface where the tissue can attach.
yeah.
Tissue doesn't attach either to metal or to plastics like PEEK, but it will attach on ceramics. Ceramics a carbon base, so much near of our bone.
Hmm.
So, but every time we have to play with resistance versus acceptance of the body, more biocompatible or something. It's a question of the solution. So, what we need is to have several tools and try to make the best decision for each case.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm actually was. I mean, I guess I wasn't that surprised, but I am kind of surprised how many steps you have to go through, not just to 3D print, but actually
Sure.
go from design to end product where you can be implanted, post processing and packaging, sterilization, lots of
Yeah,
steps.
clearly.
Um, Now, I'm just kind of curious because there are a lot of posts lately on the social media talking about like 3D printing is not making money. Um, do you think do you think that the steps can be reduced like rapidly so that you can be more profitable in the future?
I don't see 3D printing as an industry, with the exception for the guys that makes the machines.
Hmm.
For me, I am a 3D printing company, like I'm a hammer company. Sometimes I use a hammer, no,
Yes.
but in reality, it's more to it
Right.
allows us to make geometries that we could never achieve before.
Hmm.
Okay, in our case, for example, to reduce the exception from the body of the metal, we can do meshes where we can attach muscles.
Hmm.
No, so these meshes we cannot do it by other way rather than printing.
Yeah. I think I
So
saw some of those meshes. Yeah.
yeah, so
I'll share
this is
some
important
photos. Yeah.
for us. It's very easy when you do stuffs like orthopedics because you have a bunch of muscles or covering, but on the face it's very difficult. The main problem that we suffer it's the essence. So
Hmm.
and
Adhesives. Yeah.
the essence it's incredible. Because it's very thin the skin,
Right.
and also there is muscles pulling skin against the device. So what we do is that we we do a lot over the surgical technique and try to suture to put meshes in some critical places where then we suture muscles to force muscles to attachment and makes the dynamic involve the device.
Mhm. Now, these new, I mean, the 3D printed implants are definitely newer than what we had.
Sure.
Does this require the surgeons to get extensive training to use this kind of device?
It's not extensive. It's mind setting. No, they have to change it. If you put, for example, a fibula flap, you
Yeah.
don't do nothing for a muscle attachment. You just wait for him to attach because it's natural tissue. No,
Yeah.
when you use something that it's metal, then you need to change your surgery to promote muscle attachment on this.
And how do surgeons learn about these?
Well, we have an academy in reality, several parts of the world,
Okay.
that we give courses of training,
Okay.
workshops, and everything else to do
Maybe
it.
I can find some links. Maybe you can
Sure,
share
I
some
can share
links.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can share you.
Well, everyone, that is the quick lunch break that we had. Thank you so much, Roy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is a pleasure to receive you.
Hopefully to see you soon again.
Okay.
Okay.